Today we're making a drawstring bag in mini size. If you are familiar with Uniqlo's U Drawstring bag, this is like a shrunken size. To create the minimalist look, we will make all the drawstring and bag straps in the same color as the bag. I will also show you how to line the bag. If you want to make it in another size, I'll break down the pattern at the end of the video. We will use this earth tone waterproof material for the outer fabric. This fabric is light, thin, and doesn't fray. To give the bag more weight and body, we will line it with this medium weight cotton fabric. Mark the bottom corners with a 3 cm square for all 4 pieces and set it aside. This rope will become the bag strap. This one's for the drawstrings. And this webbing will become the thingy to hold the bag's handles. Cut out a length of the outer fabric about 10 cm longer than the rope and wide enough to wrap around it. Sew down the length into a tube. To turn it, press a stick about 5 cm from the ends and kind of push the tube over it. Then pull to flip it. Just pull this part out. To get the rope into the tube, I tape it onto the stick and slot it through the tube. This step will take some fiddling, so be patient and use pliers to help you.
I use pliers.
For the drawstring, we can use the wrap and sew method. So just wrap the outer fabric around the drawstring and sew on top until you reach the end. The webbing is covered like the rope, with the added step of top stitching the sides, and the length of the webbing is the same as the bag's width. Now we will create the bag's bottom. Fold the corner into a triangle so that the sides and the bottom matches. This will create the U shape on the bottom and also add some volume to the bag. Now to create the drawstring slot, we will mark 4 cm from the bag's opening and pin the main fabric with the lining fabric. The wrong sides are facing outwards. We sew the opening with a 1 cm seam allowance and zigzag this area. Snip off the corners and make a notch right where the stitches end. This will reduce puckering when we sew the bag's body. And we will repeat this step on the other side. Now we sew on the webbing. Leave 2 slots for the rope to slide through. We will sew it on top of the back piece With the wrong side of the fabric facing outwards, we will match the drawstring notch. Pin it so the drawstring flaps are pushed away from the bag's body. They're facing like the other way. We will sew around the outer bag. Try to start and end the sewing line as close to the one sewn previously. Repeat this on the lining, except we leave a hole for flipping the bag. I like to cut the seams here at an angle so that it will fold nicely when flipped. Flip out the bag, push the lining into the bag. We will now create the drawstring slot. I'm going to top stitch the sides of the slot first. Fold the flap in half into the bag and top stitch it down.
Okay, so now we will stitch from here all around.
Our drawstring channel is done, and we can add the drawstrings. For the straps, you can sew it in place or leave one end unsewn to make the bag adjustable. Or you can knot the ends like this. Knotting will use up more length, so add about 40 centimeters to your preferred strap length if you're going to do the knot. And the last step is to close the hole in the lining, so I just top stitch it. Now to figure out the pattern in your size, just take a piece of fabric and fold it to the size you want. Measure the finished width, the full length, and where the fold will be. The pattern is just a rectangle, so we take the finished width and add the seam allowances on the sides. For the length, we have the finished length plus the seam allowances on the top and bottom plus the length of the drawstring channel. So if you want your drawstring channel to be 3 centimeters wide, you just add 3 centimeters. Very simple, right? Now mark the position where the straps will be. That is where the folds are. And the pattern is complete. Hope this tutorial is useful, and thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.